What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome to tutorial 2 and as promised I'll be going to develop or create one GUI based application. So in the last tutorial we have seen how to use EEL to interact between your Python code and the JavaScript, and at the end of that tutorial we have already discussed upon that how are you going to structure our this course or tutorial, and as promised I told you guys that this will be going to be complete hands-on driven approach. So probably we'll be going to create multiple projects. So this is the first project, very basic project. So what is the project? So I will try to finish this tutorial only in a single video, but if not possible, then probably we need 2 or 3 videos, but I'll try to finish this or wrap it up within this one single tutorial. Okay, so we'll be going to create one Python GUI project, so which can run on your Mac, Linux or Windows machine. And what will be the objective of this app? So it will generate the system information for your machine. For example, if you go to your task manager, you will get your all the system information. For example, the Windows, the version, the machine name, the OS, probably the last boot time, or maybe RAM, the hard disk, whatever thing. So we'll try to create everything very simple. I'll just going to give you guys some sort of idea that you can use this thing to build your prototypes in the future also as well. This prototype can be used for some other customization. So I'll keep this thing very simple, but you guys will get the right context or idea about how to develop any sort of GUI based application to interact with your system, and how to generate some system related information. If you go to Play Store, or if you go to anywhere, like whether it is Windows like App Store or somewhere, you will get some sort of utility application which you can run on your machine, and it will generate the system information. So this is going to be very popular thing. For example, this can be also used for your small project, just to impress your like faculty or somewhere else. But this is not going to be kind of a industry heavy project. But again, if you're going to build some sort of system related application, for that actually you can use this utility as an like enhancement to that application. For example, you are using some sort of like game. I'm just giving you an example game, and in that game you want to check first the prerequisite for the system. So this utility or this application can be used as a extra layer on top of that application, just to check the system information. So this is actually system information generator, like good for the newcomer or the one which are not having, or those are not having any idea about Python GUI based application. For them, they will definitely benefited with this application. So again, what is the objective? Create an Python GUI application to generate system related information, and the structure will be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, backend will be Python, and modules will be used platform and PS util. So definitely I'll be going to use this two module, but I'm not sure whether I've already installed or not, but we'll see it, and we'll provide some sort of screenshot. So first thing first, let me open my Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this will be written here. In the last tutorial we have written. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll just try to create one application. So what we'll do now, this was our last application, so let me just create one more file over here, and let me name it as system, or make it small, system info.html. okay, so that's it. So let's, and our HTML file is ready. This is very simple. So if you are using Visual Studio Code, from the extension, I believe this extension, from the extension manager, you have to use this extension EMM, this thing, emit this one. I think this one you have to install, and this will give you some sort of like what do you say, like shortcut for writing fast code. So you have to just click like type exclamation, and after that if you type this thing like tab, then it will be written. So now you can write your code here, right? So what I'll do, I'll just I will just try to change this thing. So let me create one more file over here. So what I'll do, this is HTML, so no, I believe, let me create one more Python file here. So it will be system info.html. .py. So this will be our file. Okay, so let me remove this thing. Remove this thing. Okay, first thing first, we need to import EEL. Okay, and we'll check whether we are able to run EEL or not. Python 3, then system info.py. Let me run this thing. So this is working, so everything is fine. Okay guys, so that's it. So we'll start writing our code now. So what I'll do now, we'll give a name and we'll add some CSS element to our HTML. So first thing first, let me remove this thing and let me try to write this thing. So what I'll do, I'll just try to give one name. So we'll name it as system. Let me write something like this: total system check from total technology. That's some sort of a fancy name, huh? Okay, that's it. And here probably we can link our CSS. Okay, so link will be, sorry, it's not coming. Okay, so I will write the CSS over here, but our CSS file should be inside the HTML folder. Okay, so what we'll write, I will create a CSS file here. So it will be style.css. okay, so it should be inside there. Okay, so now we'll write everything. So first thing first, our this thing is done, this thing is done. Now we'll be going to create some sort of body. So first thing first, what we'll do, we'll try to create one window and we'll try to give some sort of margin and we'll start writing the code. So first thing, we'll create a div tag with main. Okay, so div dot main, and after that, if you like this, so you will get your main div tag. Okay, and inside the div tag we'll create one inner div. Okay, so it will be div dot inner class, so inner, and after that like this, so it will be like this. So what we'll write here, will come to total check from total technology. Okay, so I think it is done. So what I'll do, I'll just write down the code now in the Python. So this file is ready. So if I open this thing and if I open with live server, we will see something like that. See, we got something, welcome to total check from total technology. So now what I'll do, I'll just try to open this thing from this Python EEL. Okay, so for that, let me just write this thing. So what I'll do, EEL dot init, and it will be init from your main directory. So main directory is our HTML, so I have to write this thing HTMLs. Okay, and what we'll write, I'll just start EEL dot start, nothing else, it will be only going to start. So our main file would be system info.html, system info.html, and we'll give one size will be, let's say 1024, and let's give it like I believe 900 is fine. Okay, so that's it. So now let's run this Python thing now. So we'll get an GUI, and inside that will be written. Okay, so I'm not sure. Okay, fine. So why this is coming, the auto translation from the Chromium. So if you see, we got the UI, we got this thing. So our Python backend is perfectly able to interact with our written CSS and HTML. So this is one tag we have created, and let me just copy this thing. Okay, and let me create one more tag. Okay, and we'll write, I'm thinking what to write over here. Click on the now button. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just try to give something. Okay, so let's create one paragraph tag and try to control X and put here, and it will be not sure what happened here. Okay, so fine, and we'll remove the same thing and P, and we'll try to put this thing here. Okay, so we got two div. So what we'll do, we'll just try to close this thing here. So let me check. So we got two paragraphs. So now I want to create some sort of what do you say, like some sort of margin, and we want to like create two small boxes for these two things. So what we'll do now, we'll try to change and let me just create a button as well. So definitely this will be helpful. So what I'll do, I'll just try to create one button. Okay, so this section is done, main section is done. So I will try to just thinking how to do that. Let me just create one more div for this thing, for this submit button, because I need definitely a submit button, or else this is not going to help actually, and after that we can create something. So this main part is completed here actually, this div, and now we'll create one more div. Let's give it a name of submit. Okay, so like this, and inside that we'll create one button, so it should be button. Okay, and we'll write our button type equals to submit. Okay, so like this. Okay, and we'll create or else we can keep it like this, and let's check this thing. Okay, so whether we got our button or not. See, our button is here, but this is very slow, very small, and there is no text actually. So I'll put some text. So check now. Okay, so let me check. So as I told you guys, I'm not going to explain the HTML or other things from the beginning, but the way I will do, you guys will understand what is happening. Okay, so see, I got this check now button as well. Okay, so now we have to create the style, and we will write our style inside that style.css. So let me just open this thing, and we'll start writing our styling. Okay, so first thing first, we will create a border first. So in the body, the whole body, so for that we have to write the CSS element like this. Okay, what happened like this. So first thing, we'll create a border, and we'll create 2 pixel, we'll red, and we'll keep it solid. Okay, that's it, and we'll see it now how it looks. See, we got a border here, right? We got a border, right? So this is fine, we got a border. And why we got the border like this? Because our we didn't define any size or anything, that is why it is like this. So now we'll define some margin, okay, from the top. So we'll define margin top, and let's keep it 10 pixel. That is fine. Okay, and then after that we'll create our background size. Okay, so background size will be I'm just thinking, do you need any size? So I'm just thinking, let's do this thing later, and just keep a background color of this thing, and that will be fine. So we'll create some padding from the bottom, okay, and that will be 20 pixel. Okay, and let's try to run this thing again. Let's see how it looks. Okay, everything is fine. Why it is like got some padding? Cause it padding means it will get something from here, so that is why. And what I'll do, I'll just padding left, let's keep it to pixels. So now it will be somewhere a bit this side. So we got some sort of like space over there. So now everything is fine, whatever we are expecting. We got this thing, now we want to create a bit some sort of nice looking thing. Okay, so now next thing is that we have a div called main. We need to design this element. So let's create this thing. So it will be dot main. Whenever you are styling some element with your class, then you have to use dot, and if you are directly doing the design with the tag, you can directly name it. So I'm designing based on the class name, so that is why I just put dot. So see guys, so in this way you can learn HTML. There is no need to go for any course or something like that, but again, definitely this is worth of learning. Okay, so it will be 100%, right? And let me give height of 500 pixel. Okay, and let me put some sort of margin. Okay, it will be 100 pixel and auto. Okay, and after that we'll align our text at left, text align left. Okay, and let's run this thing now. We'll able to understand what happened actually. Okay, so if you see, our button actually came here, and we got some here, this thing here, and this is here. So now we will try to put some sort of style. Okay, so I want this thing here and I want this thing here. Okay, so for that we need to again design based on the other thing. Okay, so we have two more classes, right? One is, this is main, and the another one will be inner. This here, this is inner, so we have to design that. Okay, so inner, let's give a width of let's keep 150 pixel. Okay, and I'm just thinking, okay, this is 150 pixel. Background color, let's give a background color first. Okay, so background color will be, let's give black is fine. Then font color, let's give it yellow. Okay, and text align, make it center, so whatever is written, that will be at center. And font size, let's keep it 20 pixel. Okay, so now the other two things are going to be changed. If you see here now, see, I got nice looking boxes. Okay, so now I want one box goes this side and one box keep at this side. Okay, so for that thing, you have to use something kind of like flex in your main here. Okay, so how to do that flex? I'm just thinking, we can create something like display flex. Let's see if I get this thing or not. So these are the properties of CSS. Okay, so it is actually here side by side, but we need some sort of space. Okay, so what we'll do, we will put some space between them. Okay, so we'll put justify content and we'll put space between. So it will be now not together, but there should be some sort of space. So let's see. Okay, if you see here, we got this thing, but their height is too much, so we don't need that height. So what we'll do, we'll try to put some sort of height now, so definitely this will help. So what we'll do, we'll put height equals to 100 pixel. Okay, right, that's it. So let's see how it looks now. Good. So we got everything, our button is here, so it looks fine. So now you can create some sort of hover effect over there, so I'll just try to show you guys how to do that hover effect. So again, that will be a very interesting thing. So what we'll do, inner dot hover, and after that you can like this. So in hover you want to change the color of the background. So how you can do it, so let's make it red actually. So I'm just trying to give you guys some sort of idea. So okay, fine. So hover effect is also ready. So I'll not design any more things in this tutorial, because as I told you, this is going to be very simple. So if you see, if I go to hover, it is color change, so you are not only learning Python, you are actually learning how to design HTML. So whatever knowledge you are getting from here, you can apply to any web development thing. Okay, the same thing, and those are coming directly from the web development background. For them, probably they are thinking, okay, what a stupid thing I am doing over here. So nothing like that, just try to watch this thing, probably you guys will get some sort of idea. Okay, so that's it. So our thing is done. Now probably we can design this button now. So button, actually we need to put it in the center, we have to give some sort of background, so many things are there. So let me get the button tag. Okay, the thing is this button actually. So I'm just thinking, yeah, this is a button. Okay, let's write down then again buttone button, and after this, and let's first give a background color, and let's give it some color for CA. I'm not sure, F5. Let's see what it is. This, yeah, it is green. Perfect. So we'll give some sort of padding. We'll give padding, and this should be 15 pixel and 20 pixel. So it will automatically take in left, right, or top, left, and let's say text align is center. So let's see whether button is actually in the center or not. We'll able to understand. No, button is not actually at the center. Let me check why this is not at the center. I'm just thinking. Button actually didn't came at the center. I'm just thinking. Okay. Text align is not at the center. Button. Okay, so we need to actually okay, actually I did a mistake, not a mistake, it is fine. So our button actually part of this class, so we need to change that, then it will be actually come. Okay, so we will write here dot submit. We have a class with submit. If you see here, button is part of submit. We have to actually align this thing at the center, then the button will come at the center. So we'll write text align center. Now what I'll do, we'll just try to run this thing. Okay, our button actually came at the center. This is perfectly okay, right? Whatever we are expecting, we got this thing. So now we want to do some sort of like different thing, like button hover effect. We'll do some sort of hover, that's it, no more thing. So button hover, let's create this thing YOLO, that's it, simple. So what we'll do, we'll button hover background color, let's make it YOLO, that's it. So all things done. So now we'll write our Python code. Okay, so everything is fine till now. Okay, so what we want to actually achieve, whenever someone clicks something, it will generate your system result. Okay, so now we'll try to write down the Python code. So this part is completely done. Done means the designing part is done. You can click on this thing now. If you want to generate the result, then definitely you have to write something in the Python block. Okay, so for that part I'll be going to write the Python code now. Okay, so let me open this thing and we'll start writing the code. Okay, so first thing first, so we'll definitely write one function. Okay, so it will be def generate underscore data, like this. Okay, and here we'll write EEL dot expose. Okay, and it will be decorated. I think all of you remember this thing. So now the actual thing will start. So import EEL is there. As I told you, I'll be going to import from datetime, import datetime. Okay, then we'll import platform. So guys, as I told you in the prerequisite, we need this library and we need import ps. I think we don't have this ps util. So let me run this thing. If it is working, then it is installed. If not is working, we'll install. Okay, indentation problem. Where is the indentation problem actually? Okay, so we'll write return 5. Okay, so now we can run this thing. Okay, so ps, this thing is not there, so we'll install pip3 install psutil. So it is getting installed. Okay, so let me run this thing now. Yeah, it is working. So all modules are there. So now we'll try to use this thing. Okay, so first thing first, how this is going to work. Okay, so what we'll do now, we will try to write down the system information. So first thing first, so before we do this thing, we'll try to print out everything over here. So for that thing, let me define one variable like sys name equals to platform dot. So if you see in the platform, we can get multiple things. Okay, so there is something called this. Okay, and we'll try to print this thing first. So I'll try to explain this thing, what we are trying to achieve. Okay, so okay, so let's run this thing. Okay, so if you guys see like where is my Visual Studio, let me open this thing. So if you see, we got so many things. I'm just keeping this open for maybe 10 seconds so all of you guys will understand. So I believe all of you guys understood what we are getting from here. See, I got the system. Darwin means I'm actually on Mac, that is why Darwin. Node means this is my computer name. Okay, this is the version, this is the version, this is the release, this is the root user, and this is the machine type, this is the processor. All these things are here. Okay, so that is how it is. So probably if you run this thing on Windows, it will show you something different. Okay, but just because you are on Mac, so this is actually going to work in this way. So what I'll do, guys, so I'm just keeping this video here as it is, and probably I will show you guys the same thing from the Windows. So definitely this will actually going to help you guys to understand what is the difference in the other system as well. So probably you guys will think so only it is working on Mac, it is not going to work on Windows. So in the next part I'll write down the same thing, and I will try to run this thing from the Windows machine, just because maybe 90% all of you guys are having Windows machine, so that is why it will be easier to understand. So but the thing is same, so I'll do one thing, I'll just copy paste this thing, I'll try to put this thing in my Windows machine, and again I will try to run. Okay, so probably we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and try to follow our other tutorials as well. So that's it, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye. So guys, welcome back to this next part of this tutorial. So I have configured everything in my Windows machine. So just because we have ran it already from the Mac, but many of you actually I'm doing live classes. So in the chat section, I got so many requested that many of you actually doing this GUI application for the first time. So it will be better if I can do it from the Windows. I can rest assure you guys that there will be not much difference for Windows and Mac. Nothing like like single piece of code will not be changed. It will going to work in Mac and Windows for everywhere. But again, just for your comfort or confidence, I'm just trying to do the same thing from the Windows. So see, we did this part, and after that I ran it, so it is actually giving all the information. For example, this is now Windows, this is my machine name, this is the release 8.1, this is the processor, okay, 6, and like this. So all these things are here. Okay, next thing, we will try to generate the result now. Okay, and for that, what we'll do, we will try to create something like this. Okay, so what we'll do, let me open this thing. Sorry, don't say. So let me open this thing. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is what we have written actually, and now we'll try to. So what we'll do, so first thing first, we will try to write the same thing. Let me just copy this thing here, write it. Where is my function? My function is here. I think I should not give that much space. Okay, here. Okay, and after that we'll try to generate the result one by one. Okay, so for that thing, let me first create a blank dictionary. Okay, just try to understand. Now this is purely Python part. Okay, and after that we'll update the data. So data dot update. So first thing will be like this, and you have to pass a dictionary. Okay, so first thing first, I want to get the name of this thing, like system. Okay, so what we'll do, it will be system dot system. So sysname is sorry, sysname is not there. It will be system. Let me system, and it will be, just to make it a bit, so it will be like system is actually this complete dictionary, and I want to get this different thing from here. Okay, so let me actually check the type. This is not dictionary, this is probably a tuple. Okay, maybe let me just like this, and let's run this thing. So print, I'm not sure why this is not getting saved. Probably auto save is not possible. So now this should work. So sys name is not defined, so it will be sys system. Okay, so let's run this thing again. So it's there, so probably it is actually a okay, this is the object of this thing. Fine, so we can read from there. So let me just remove this thing. Okay, so next thing, let me okay, so that's it. So now I want to get this system, so it will be like system is y, so maybe we can write OPE operating system type. Okay, and it should be sys system dot system. Okay, then next thing, we can just copy this thing. We need to just copy one by one, that's it. Okay, next thing is the node, the system name actually, system name, then it will be node actually, then it will be system dot node, and next thing is the release name, OS release and it should be system dot re release. Okay, next thing is system version, OS version. So let me write this thing, OS version, so it should be again version. Okay, next thing is that processor vendor or whatever, this is the machine type, so it should be processor type, process system dot machine. Next thing is that processor category, it will be system dot processor. Okay, so all done. So what we'll do, we'll try to return this thing in the, what do you say, in our HTML file. Okay, so let me return this thing as a data. So I'll just keep this thing open, so probably all of you can take notes, and after that we'll start it again from here. Okay, okay guys, so welcome back to the next part. So we have created this thing with the return, and now we'll see how we can get this value to our JavaScript function from the button click, and from there we'll try to do something. So first thing we'll see here in this button, we haven't write any code actually, so that is pending. So we'll now create one on click event for this button. Okay, and for that actually I'm just thinking how to do. Type is this, so probably we can write something on click, and here probably we can create a function redirect like this and like this, and now we'll write this function at the top, this JavaScript function. Okay, so it will be just after our style sheet dot, okay, just below to our style sheet. Okay, so we can write script, that's it. So now we'll write our function. So all of you know, like it will be async function, and we'll write redirect, okay, like this, and after that so inside that we'll write our code. Okay, so first thing first, whenever someone clicks that button, I want to delete everything, okay, from the body. Okay, so it will be document. I'm just going very basic approach, so this is not the right approach or not the best approach. Those are coming from development of, I think, front-end development. For them it will be kind of surprising, but I'm just trying to give you guys the understanding of how HTML, JavaScript and CSS works. That is why I'm just doing this thing. Okay, so we want to write something, so for that, what is there, we need to delete that first part. Okay, like this. Okay, and after that sorry, what is there actually, we'll this thing, and we'll try to generate one alert. Okay, so let's create one alert, let's say n. Okay, and we'll define one variable, so let n equals to await EEL dot the Python function will be going to call. So Python function is this generate data. Okay, so EEL dot generate underscore data, and after that we can write like this. Okay, so what is this thing, expected? I'm not sure why this is saying EEL dot just expected. Okay, actually I forgot to put this EEL dot js, so that is why the problem is coming. So what we have to do after this thing, we have to actually append this EEL dot js. Okay, so it will be write script src, and here we will write EEL dot js. Okay, so it will be like EEL dot js. Okay, like fine. Okay, so it will be again semicolon. So that's it. So I'm not anything, so I'll just say few double C success, because it is actually going to return some object. It will not work. So let's run this thing now, see how it is going to react. So it should change the page, and it will generate an alert that success. So everything is blank and it is generating. So fine, our first part is perfectly working fine. So now in the second part I have to generate this body. Okay, so for that thing I have to actually get the value. Okay, for getting the value, there are so many things we need to do. So for first thing first, we need to create a div tag. Okay, so we'll run this function, okay, here, and after that we'll create a div tag. So what we'll do, let's say var div equals to, okay, so we'll be actually going to create a div tag, like there should be a new div tag. So it will be document dot create element, okay, and it will be one div tag. Okay, we'll create a new div tag. Okay, and after that we'll set an attribute for this div tag, and that will be class as output. Okay, so it will be div dot set attribute, so it will be class, and the class name will be output, and it will be output. Okay, so let's prove our point. So, and after that we'll append this div to the document body. Okay, So what will happen now? So our main document is this, then we'll go to body, then we'll append child. Append child means the div will be the child, and what will be that object? This is the div object. So this is actual HTML element object, so we can add this thing. So now we'll check whether we are able to do something or not. So what we'll do, I'll just try to run this thing and see whether the div tag is there or not. So let me refresh this. So this is a blank, so let me go to inspect element. I go to the inspect element and we'll see whether that our created div tag is there or not. See, I got a div tag and the class name is output. So it is expecting it is actually working as expected, not expecting. Sorry, sometime I use wrong word. Okay, so that is fine. So now we'll create a h1 tag. Okay, the next thing, so the same thing. Okay, let me write this thing. So probably I can write let me check, maybe I can write p and our tag will be h1. Okay, and document dot okay, so this has been not like this, so it will be I'm just thinking there will be another variable where t equals to document dot create text node, and inside the text node we'll write some text that will be generated results. Okay, and after that I'll just try to add this thing to this h1 tag. Okay, so it will be p dot append child. What happened? So it will be p dot append child, and that should be t. So this tag, this text node will be added inside this thing. Okay, and after that I will add this thing to the div. Simple. So div is here. So I did a mistake, so let me cut this thing. Here h1 is generated. I created this text tag is added to this p tag, means the h1 tag, and after that I'll just add div dot append child, and I will put this h1 tag. So h1 tag is the means this this object, p object. Okay, so let's run this thing now. I'm just going very slowly so all of you will be able to understand. See, generated results. I just got a nice looking headline. Okay, so now next thing is that I need to create this thing like the heading. Okay, so for that thing I need to actually, I'm just thinking I need to actually what I say, probably I'm just thinking what else we can do. We can create the table now, and inside the table I can just showcase the result. Okay, so that part will be done now. Okay, so we'll create a table now, and inside the table we'll put everything. Okay, so let me close this thing. Okay, so let's create a table now. Var, and let's create a table equals to document dot create document dot create element, and inside that I will write table. So one table will be created, and the object is HTML table object will be the table. And after that how to create the table is there, and now inside every table will point add one row, and how we are going to add our row from this thing. So we'll just try to looping through this dictionary object. Okay, so for that we need to write for loop. Okay, so it will be like something, okay, const, and it will be like two variable name. Let's give name as key and value, like this. Okay, and it is the object of like this is the usual syntax. So there could be many other ways of doing this thing, but if you guys can follow this thing. Okay, so it will be like object, and after that entries. I'm just thinking, just am I doing correctly or not? Let me just think of it. Yeah, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Okay, fine. Of object ntri is entries, and it will be n, and after that just like this. Okay, so our for loop is ready, and inside that for loop we can start writing like this. Okay, so I just mistakenly put this thing. Okay, fine. So now we can create the row. So var row, so I want to add the row, and where the row will be appended, and the first like first and second and third. So what we'll do, it will be table dot insert row. So where is that insert row, and what will be the position? The position will be I. So every time there will be I element and I will be appended. So what we'll do, var I equals to 0, and after that every time I have to append this I. Okay, and var cell1. So guys, if you are not familiar with this thing, then just go for W3 School JavaScript course. Everything is there actually. So first I like created the row in the 0th position, and after that I'm appending one column. So it will be row dot insert, and it will be insert cell actually. So this, okay, and the position will be 0, as just because we have only two cell like key and value, so that will be fine. So next thing is be cell 2, and it will be 1. Sorry, it will be 1. So that's it, our this part is done. So now we have to append add the value. So cell 0 is going to be the key, like the from the dictionary. So it will be cell 1 dot inner html equals to key. Okay, and cell 2 dot inner html equals to value. That's it. So this part is done. Now once everything is done, we have to just append this thing to our div, means the table. So div dot append child. Div means this div actually we have created. So we are actually going to create this div inside our table, inside our div. So append child, and we will be going to add this table means this one we created. So that's it, everything is done. So once everything is done, we have to just increase the I. So I equals to I plus 1. So why this is actually going to increase? So first time it will be created in the 0th position, then it will be increase 1, then the first position, like this it will be created. Okay, so hopefully everything is done now. So I don't think anything else is pending. So we'll see now how actually this is going to work. So let's see first how this is coming, whether we are able to. Designing another thing, we can take it later. Okay, so let me click this thing. So see, I got nice looking this thing. See, operating system type, system name, OS release, OS version, processor type, processor category, everything I got. So guys, you can increase definitely the other properties as well. So that we'll do in the now, but the design and everything looks okay to me actually. So now what we'll do, we'll try to change some color, and we'll create some table. So all these things will be done now. Okay, so what I'll do now, I will now go to this CSS. Okay, and I'll try to create something for the for this thing, for our table actually. So what we'll do, like table, and after that this. Okay, so we'll create width is 100 with 100%. Sorry, not sure why this is like this. 100%. So probably next thing is the background and the color. So background color is black, and font color, let's give it to YOLO. Okay, and next thing we'll put some border actual. So let's put some border. So border is going to be 1 px and it should be solid. Okay, and border color is red. Border color, let's give it red. So everything is fine. So one more thing is left, that is font size. So font size, let's give it 16 pixels. So that's it. So we'll try to run this thing and see whether the table is got changed or not. So it looks nice actually. I don't think so we need anything else, all looks fine. Okay, so now we can actually create some sort of button here, and before that we can actually create, what do you say, like some sort of border, like this border, some border is missing, so we can create that actually. So for that actually we can okay, let me show how to create that. So every table, if you see here, some td, so we need to change this td for border, this td tag. Okay, so for that what you have to do, we have to go to your style, and here actually you can write td and you can create border, and that should be 1 pixel, and then it should be solid, and let's color is red actually. So let's run this thing. So it looks nice now, it will look nice. See, some border we got. Okay, so now let's create some more information from our ps util. So till now I just use what do you say, like the platform utilities or the platform module. So now we'll try to create some other as well. Okay, so let's create that now. Okay, so go to our here. Okay, so let's create memory underscore info. So memory info will get it from ps util. So ps util, you can write ps util. If you want to know more about this thing, you can just go ahead and watch the or see the documentation for this thing. So we have something called not sure, disk underscore I think partitions, party not sure, party TIONS, partitions. Let me just check whether I am actually getting anything like this here or not. So what I'll do, I will just, now there is no need to write this thing now. What happens, so I will try to print this thing now. Let's see. Okay, so what is actually getting greeted from this thing. So let's close this thing. Okay, I got this many things. So I got device, I got mount point, I got system type, everything I got actually. Okay, so that is one thing I got. Okay, but I need the system information as well. So for that thing probably we need something else. So let's create this thing as partition info. This is not the memory info actually, I given. Okay, and let's create one more variable called memory info. Okay, so memory info, and this should be ps util underscore let's virtual underscore memory. So it will be memory info. Okay, so let's run this thing. So we'll get all the memory information now. What happened? Why this is saying virtual memory is not there? Virtual. Okay, this should work now. So let me close this thing. Okay, see, I got this thing. So all these things actually came in byte actually, so we need to uh, mm, change this thing. So this is actually total RAM, this is available RAM, this is percentage of total percentage, this is used, and this is free. So all these things are there, so we can easily like get this information. So for that thing, probably we can write small utility function. So I can write this thing. Okay. mm, so for that, let's define one function actually. Okay, so what we'll do, mm, okay, first write the function here, then we'll be able to understand. So define a function called mm, ut, name it as size underscore utility, and inside that will pass some variable. So it will be let's say size, and we'll use something called like some initial, like initials equals to like b. Okay, why b, I'll explain you guys. Okay, and what is going to happen, so we'll get something inside there. So byte should be divided by 1024 so that you can get MB and megabyte, all these things. Okay, like this. So now what will happen, for uh, for 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 memory unit in, maybe something is not there, then maybe uh, kilobyte, then probably megabyte, then gigabyte, and terabyte, and last one will be petabyte. I think this is fine. And whatever we are getting from here, it will be divided by 1024, and if it is greater than this, then we will go one more round, and if not, we will immediately write this thing. So if size is less than factor, okay, then it will be immediately return. Return will be like some f string. Okay, so I'm just thinking how to return that thing. Probably like this, okay, and it will be I'm just thinking how to write this thing. If you pass something, it is going to return that thing. So it will be like it will be 2f. Okay, I'm just thinking. Okay, unit is going to be m, and that is going to be that, so 0.2f. So fine, so it will be like size, okay, colon 0.2f, and after that we'll be going to write this thing, the memory unit is going to be mk or whatever is there, and last will be the suffix or initials. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's it. So probably we can cut this thing. Okay, and we can easily put this thing after here actually. Okay, Okay, and I didn't write the else condition, so we can there could be some else condition as well. So it will be like size, means size will be divided by always and equals to factor. It will be divided by the factor is 1024. So that is the thing. So now what we'll do, we'll now try to get this information like the about the memory actually. Okay, so what will happen now, we got this information. Now we got data dot update. Now you want to know the RAM information total. So total will be getting from the total. So I have this memory info, so I will write it will be memory info is going to be, I have written somewhere, where is that? Okay, so this is the thing. Let me write down this thing. Okay, so I need to get the total RAM information. So it will be like same thing, there will be a dictionary, and inside that I have to write like this. Then it will be total RAM, right? And it will be we are going to call this thing with this thing. So first thing, total memory means this total, so it will be memory info dot total, right? We'll get this thing, memory info dot total. That is the right thing to say. But again, this memory info dot total, if you run this thing, write down this thing, it will not going to work. Okay, cause we need to call this with this utility. So what will happen, I will write, I will call the function size underscore utility, and it will be called with this thing. Okay, so I got this thing. Okay, so let's run this thing and check whether I am getting the correct information or not. Okay, just one more time. There is some error actually. Initials is not defined. It is saying initials is not defined. Initials is here actually. I am not sure why this is saying initials is not defined. INITIALS, okay, this is the mistake I did, TIALS. So that's normal thing, I always do typos. Okay, see, I got total RAM 20 GB, right? That's it, cool. So we can get all the information now. So total RAM, available RAM, used RAM, all this thing we can easily write from this thing. So guys, this function is actually very much important. So here what is happening, so whatever information you are getting, you have to divide this thing is 1024, and if it is greater than 1024, if size is less than 1024, you have to immediately stop and you have to put the correct condition. Okay, so whether it is going to be AMKG depending on that. Okay, so I hope you guys understand. Okay, so first time if it is greater than if at the first time it is less than, then it will be not going to put anything, cause it will definitely byte. So it will be again divided. So after first time iteration, it will if it is less than, then it will be definitely in kilobyte. If after second time iteration, if it is actually less than this, definitely it is in the megabyte. And after that fourth time it is come, so definitely after MB it is always GB, and after GB it is terabyte. So like this thing, so we have to always divide this thing with 1024 1024 1024 like this. So this is a normal thing. Okay, so you guys can build some more intelligent logic, but again it's completely depending on you. So next thing is that available thing. So what I'll do, I will write available, so ABAIL ABAIL ABLE available, and it will be ABAIL AB available RAM total ram. Okay, so after total ram and after available ram we have used ram, something called, so we will be going to use that thing. So we will write use ram. Okay, so it will be from this thing, where is that used. Okay, used, and after that there is something called total is there, available is there, used is there, and I think we need the something called free. So free also we can get, and percentage use also we can get. Okay, so we can write free ram. No, I think free means I'm not sure. Available means free, so I don't need free, so I can just only write percentage used. Oh, okay, so percentage used, and we will write here percent. Okay, so that's it, all our informations are ready, so we can write this thing one more time. See, percent use, I got something B, and there is a reason for that, cause in percentage I should not use this utility, right? So rather than I can write something str, and then I have to put a plus, and after that I have to use this thing. That's it. Okay, so my total RAM is 20 GB, available RAM is 11 GB, used RAM is 8.4 GB, and percentage use is 42 GB. So our physical memory information came, our operating system information name, the very basic utility. So what else is missing? I actually missing something missing, that is my hard disk information. So we can easily get my hard disk information. Okay, so what we'll do, so we will get this thing from another utility, another function from here, so that is called psutil underscore disk usage. So that we'll write here actually. So disk usage, and we can write hd underscore info hard disk information. Okay, so let me write this thing hd underscore info. Let's run this thing, we'll see what else is there, so that we can easily create. I'm not sure why this is saying one positional parameter path is missing. I'm just thinking. Okay, okay, there is something I missed it. So partition, we need this partition mount point actually. I'm just thinking partition dot I am just thinking. Okay, I need to actually get the information. So it is saying one required parameter is missing, path. So path is actually means the for which drive you want to get the size. Okay, so I actually did some mistakes, so let me just change this thing. Okay, so okay, disk partition is there. So let me just write for partition in partition info print. I just wanted to know the partition, like system partition actually. Okay, mount point. I'm just thinking how to get this information. Okay, partition, how to get that actually. Partition, so it should be let's write this thing, partition dot mount. I think it should be mount point so means it is actually going to give you the information about the disk. Okay, so let's run this thing actually. Let's see. So I got this thing, SDI card, I got this thing. Okay, I got, okay, so Python. Okay, so first thing first, my partition is C and D, so I have total 2 drive, so it is actually going to give me this this things. So mount point is C and another mount point is D, so I have total 2 drive, so that is why it is coming like that way. So now I have to create the volume size depending on my disk size. Okay, so that is how it is. Okay, so I'm just thinking how we can do this thing. So we can how we can do this. So we have to actually iterate through this thing one by one, so that is why then only it will going to give you this thing. So let's do this thing. So let's copy this thing here and try to paste this thing here actually. Okay, no, here, and try to put this thing. So what we'll do now, we'll try to find out the what do you say, the partition usage. Okay, and based on that we can create. So for us it will be I'm just thinking partition usage. Let's create partition underscore or let's say drive underscore size equals to, it will be ps util dot just thinking disk underscore usage, and inside that we'll write this partition mount point, partition dot mount point. Okay, let's write down this thing, and after that we'll be going to run. Okay, so it will be like data dot update. Okay, and we'll write like this, and it will be the I'm just thinking what will be the thing. So mount point, so we'll write like drive name. Okay, so drive name will be and just thinking drive name will be this. Okay, oh, so drive name will be C. Okay, and then data dot update equals to like this, and now we'll write drive size actually. Just thinking, let's see how actually it goes. I'm not sure whether this will work or not, cause probably some other logic we need to set. but let's give a try. Drive name, drive size, and here it will be I think the same thing whatever we created there. So partition usage dot total. Okay, so not sorry, partition not users, I think this thing. So it is actually something will be there, and how to do this thing. For that, actually let me just write down something over here. So just copy this thing, so it will be also clear here. Okay, so I have this thing, where is that thing? Print for, okay, so after this thing just write down print drive underscore size. Okay, so let's run this thing now, so we'll see what actually happening here. Okay, what happens? So let's write something a. Okay, so just to skip the error. Okay, so okay, I did some mistake. It should be disk usage, disk. So let's run this thing. The device is not ready actually. Okay, permission error. So okay, so there is some permission error. So but for C drive I got this error thing. So disk uses total used free. So we need to just do something, try and catch. So if there is exception, so we will just do this thing. Okay, so what we'll do, I need to just use this total use free and percent. Okay, so what we will do, we will use try catch block. So sometime we'll not get permission. Okay, so try with this thing. Okay, and if we get any exception, except if there is any exception, we just pass it. That's it. Okay, so drive size is going to be in our case it will be drive underscore size dot total, right? And again we need to call this using the size utility. Again the same thing, because it will be on GB. So let's run this thing. So I believe if there is exception it will be there, except permission error, and after that will not be able to read. Okay, fine, that is fine. Okay, so let's run this thing. So drive size is there, drive size and drive used, so it will be used, and drive free space, it will be like free, and drive percentage, drive used percentage, and we don't need anything here. We just going to use drive underscore size dot percent, and it should be like this, and everything will be in string. So let me convert this thing. Okay, so that's it. I believe I haven't done any mistakes. So let's run this thing now. Okay, so device is not ready, where actually I'm getting this error. I'm getting this error at the top. So let me remove. So guys, so it is saying the device is not ready. So what we have to do actually, so we have to remove this part. This part is not at all, is not being used actually, so I can remove this part. So let's remove this thing and let's try to run this thing again. Okay, so this is working, but I got some more error. So something, the size is not defined, size. Okay, so I always list this thing, so it will be size utility. This should be size utility because I have give wrong name for our method. So utility, cause why this is size utility, see I just created size utility but I have given wrong name, size. So after this thing, let's run this thing. So everything looks fine, but it is drive name is D, so ideally it should be C actually. So I know why it happens like this. So actually I need to cut this thing. I have to put everything here actually. So like this, like this, like this. So let's run this thing now. Yeah, everything looks fine. See, everything looks fine. Okay, so I think now it is the high time to remove this thing. And now let me run this thing. Okay, so everything is fine. Now I need a button here, so whenever a button, click on the button, it should go to the first page like the initial page, because right now there is no such function that I can again run this thing. So if you want to run this thing again, you have to close and rerun this thing. So I don't want that, so for that I want to include some button here. So it should be word button equals to it should be button, same thing. We need to use like document dot document dot I'm not sure why there is a extra this thing came, I'm not sure actually. Okay, so script is here, it will start from here. Okay, so this is fine, so it should be here. Actually I did some mistake. So document dot create element, and inside that I will put some button. Okay, so after that I will put button dot inner HTML, and I will write go back. Okay, this is 10. So after that I will put some function for button click actually. Okay, so cause okay, let's first run this thing, we see what is happening. Okay, the button is not here actually. Okay, I actually forgot to add this button, so it should be div dot append child, and it will be our button, not button, it should be button because this is a button object. So like this. Okay, and after that let me run this thing. Okay, it is not there. I'm not sure why this is not coming. I'm not sure why button is not coming. Okay, so I did a mistake, it should be okay. Okay, so button is here, but in the click it is not going. So what you have to do, you have to add the function. So it should be button dot on click, and it should be function. Okay, and we have to write this function like this, and after that like this. Okay, and it should be window dot location dot replace, and it should be our home page. So it will be system info.html, system info.html. So let's run this thing and we'll see how it is happening. Okay, so it is here. See, I got a button. See, if I click it, I can again go back to the I came back to the home page. So this actually working very fine, but guys, I know this is actually kind of complex for all of you to understand, and don't panic that how I develop this logic, cause when I first time use this to library or module, it also it also took maybe 4-5 hours to figure out all this logic. Just because I did some practice, I know how to use it, so that is why I am able to understand this. So understand, in this tutorial or in this series, our main objective is not to learn Python. I am expecting that all of you guys know Python, and that is why we came here to do some sort of advanced tutorial on Python, on some GUI based application, or try to develop some GUI based application using Python and EEL. So if you don't know about platform or POC util, it's fine, you can just go ahead and watch the documentation from Google or the official website from them, and after that you can create. And as well, same point of time, you can use this tutorial as a mock-up or as a prototype, and you can definitely enhance or extend many other things based on this thing. The ultimate objective is that, as I promised, that I will create many applications, and every application will be a complete project, so that you guys will be able to understand and dig deeper inside the working mechanism between Python and JavaScript, how you can call JavaScript from Python, and how you can call Python from JavaScript, and how you can use underlying CSS, HTML, Java, Bootstrap, and other like front-end things. Okay, so this is amazing. Like, you can write your HTML code, CSS, and after that you can easily use those things on your like GUI application, and the GUI is back and forth going to talk about your JavaScript and Python library. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoying that series and like the video very much. So please feel free to update me with some sort of feedback, comment, or suggestion, or if you want some other like clarification, you can always let me know. If you're having difficulties to understand, or if you're having difficulties to set up your environment, please write me. And also I'll be also interested to understand if you guys having some other use case where you want me to create some application based on your specific requirement. Please guys send me. I will try to include all this thing in the tutorial. Okay, so that's it, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day. And don't forget to practice. If you are not going to do practice, you will definitely forget. So try to understand these things, watch this video many times, and after that try to do some sort of practice. Then only you will get some sort of confidence. Okay, so one more time, have a nice day. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.